Have you ever produced a pod before?
No.
Should
Hell
we get
yeah.
somebody that has?
No, I'm just here.
Yeah, it'll be good. It just don't touch anything.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
All right. Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is October 24th, Thursday. This is coming out today.
Well,
Yeah.
Do you edit this yourself?
I will this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to learn that?
No, I know how to do it,
Well, you have to learn it at some point.
brother.
yeah, you're not born
Did you
with
know how to
that.
do that? Did you know how to do that stuff before you got to Barstool? Or you kind
I've
of like learned
been
on the
knowing
fly?
how to do it. I've known how to do it for like a decade.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
What, since you were 12?
Yeah, that was 12
Probably,
years
yeah.
old.
Yeah, probably. Since I was 13,
That's
definitely.
just Gen Z, baby. Like, I
Yeah.
can edit a pod
Yeah.
any fucking day, dude.
Well, it's the same thing as editing any video.
Well, that's the
It's
same
just
thing.
longer. It's actually way easier because there's not going to be a single cut in this. Unless one of you guys says something stupid. So please don't, so that I can get this out as soon as we can.
Oh, I wanna.
All I'm going to have to do is just take one ad in, export, done.
All right.
Yeah.
I was reading an article this morning about what happens to TikToks and divorces.
What?
What happens to TikToks and
Like
divorce?
a family
Like
TikTok?
it was a particular company, a couple, it was like Jim and Kat, we'll say, and they're getting a divorce, and it was like, who gets the TikTok account because they make couples,
Oh.
whatever.
Oh.
But the shocking thing I read, and I actually emailed this to myself because I was like, this is insane. This fucking. So in the articles in the Wall Street Journal, there's a stat that 12 million people in the United States are currently full-time influencers.
12 million?
That's 7% of the American workforce.
That's crazy.
That can't be true.
That can't be.
It cannot possibly be true.
But what is the
7%
definition
of
of
the American-
I was
influence?
gonna say, if you have any kind of profile, big or small, and you're trying to consider yourself an influencer, you're probably checking the box. right?
Yeah, it's true. There's probably people with like 10,000 followers who are like, I'm an influencer.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking a lot of it is like the couple, like you got the breadwinner in a relationship, and then one person who makes like $800 a month selling stuff on Etsy. or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I do stuff on social media. It's like, what doesn't really?
I've heard a high schooler tell me that they're considered a micro influencer.
Why couldn't anybody then?
Yeah.
I don't really get
What's
it 'cause
a
I've never
micro?
made
What's-
money.
I don't know, like a very niche, small, local. It's like, they might have like 700 followers, but if they get a box or a T-shirt, they can be considered like a micro influencer.
Have you ever made a penny
I've
online?
never made a single dollar
Yeah.
from just social media.
Twitter, they're cashing checks out there.
I don't
think they
tweet.
are.
Oh yeah, we all got the little Barstool next to our name. Did you get it?
I just got it
Oh, yeah.
recently. That was just new.
I got it yesterday, but I didn't pay for Twitter X because I didn't want a check mark.
I got verified on Twitter, but I didn't pay for it either.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
I
you
paid for
you
it.
might have the little stool next to your
You
name.
pay for it?
I hope I.
right when the whole blue, right when the blue
Delete the whole
dropped, I
account.
subscribed.
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it right away.
Wait, why did you buy it?
'Cause I'm thinking, algorithms favor like new things going on. Elon's pushing the X stuff. He had blue or premium or whatever, and you couldn't like post anything over a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I just wanted to be able to have access and do it all.
So you're
Because we're obviously we're all like influencers and we have our brands and everything else. I'm thinking like this.
I'm not an influencer.
I'm not an influencer. Don't lump me into
Don't,
that.
don't put that on.
You
me.
are.
No.
You're not.
No, I have never once
Yeah.
influenced.
Don't be telling people that I'm an influencer.
Bro, you influence weekly now.
No, I don't.
That parlay you guys drop.
Yeah, that's not
That's
influence.
You're influencing me. You influenced me so much that I texted you guys. I said, I love these parlays.
Fuck, dude, I'm part of the 7%.
yeah.
You hear my parlay?
No.
I made it last episode, but I was saying that you guys should use it. Fuck, what was it? It was
so good.
I bet it was sick.
it was the librarian, and it was love to read.
Oh, we did that last year. But we called it the bookworm.
Ah, even better.
No, dude.
Hey, but
That's cool.
I've seen,
Parallel thinking. That's sick.
I feel like too, since I got the stool thing next to my name, I
Yeah.
feel like there's been a couple more bots that hit a response like right away.
Yeah,
Well, it's probably because
because they see that little stool.
Yeah.
and they
Like
go, this is my favorite influencer. I'm gonna spam him with bots.
somebody
You're an
immediately-
you're an influencer.
Wait, so you're
Somebody-
still cutting checks to Elon right now?
I don't know. I think so. It's like $8 a month, right? It's something like that.
It's crazy.
I don't
but
know.
I figured like once because I never bought it either, but I have it now. I figured once they gave it away, they'd stop charging people for it, but he's still just fucking.
Yeah, I don't
out of
know.
your
I'd have to
pocket.
look, but I do know that they are a few $100s every couple weeks.
Do we technically
the
not
account.
own our Twitter accounts anymore? Like when we signed at Barstool, I think they get it.
No, not your personal.
No?
Yeah, not your
Okay.
personal account.
That would be crazy.
That's not at least me. I don't.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know how they gave me this like do they have my I don't know if they have my login maybe?
No, they'll send emails sometimes being like, "Can we have your password?" I'm like, "Fucking no, dude." you
Yeah,
can't
they
have
were
my-"
asking me for like every single account.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm never doing this.
I never reply to those. It's like some salesperson who's like, "Hey, can we just have the password to your social media?"
Yeah.
It
No.
was probably when who does Barstool use? UTA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it was around there because they were asking the same thing.
Okay.
What would be the worst thing they could find on your social media?
Hmm.
Like DMs or something like that. Like
I don't know. I don't really have any
No, I don't have anything bad.
embarrassing.
People having my law. Even when we were checking into that fucking hotel last night, the Citizen app. I'm not like one of those guys who's like they're taking all of our information. They're gonna like, but like I'm scanning my ID and then it's getting put in their like.
Yeah.
So I was like, this isn't an airport.
They just take my picture at the airport now.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You can deny it.
No.
Dude in front of
When
me
you
goes-
slide your ID in and you stand in front of the camera, you can say no. I don't want.
you could say no photo. The dude in front of me goes, I'm not doing the photo, and then they were like, all right.
that,
They were literally just like, all right, that's fine.
I respect that. It's also like just.
They've already got it. They've
Yeah,
already
you're trying to like fight the tides.
Yeah,
like, dude,
you're in an airport that has cameras everywhere.
everywhere.
How-
like if I say TSA can't take my picture, they'll never find out what I look like.
If I'm in like a particularly bad mood, though, that is something I would.
You'd
do.
say
I'd
no?
be like, no photo. I'm not doing the fucking photo.
I said no fucking photos.
Yeah, you're not taking the face.
Have you ever seen on restaurant menus like due to like the increase of like food prices and worker salaries we're upping the bill 3%?
No.
It's on the bottom of like most restaurants I go
Really?
to on the menus, but you can say no to it. But I would feel like such an asshole
Oh,
saying no.
Yeah.
What?
Like look at the bottom of your menus whenever you're at a restaurant.
Just be like, by the way, I'm paying less.
Yeah, no, I won't do that.
Yeah.
And I would feel like an asshole.
So explain it. They're saying that like we can upcharge you 3%.
We will automatically, but you can say no. Next restaurant you go to, look at the bottom of the menu. You'll see it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I like when menus do at restaurants when they have like you can buy a 6-pack for the kitchen. I do that.
I didn't know you could do
do
that.
that.
Yeah, I mean it's like I think it's usually smaller restaurants. Like the one I go to in my hometown, like there's like 3 restaurants, and I go to it all the time, and it's always like you need to buy a 6-pack or a pitcher of margaritas for the kitchen. And every time I'm
They're
like, drink up,
drinking on the
boys.
job.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You don't?
Yeah, I do. I do every day. All right. Look at the
that's
menu.
pretty crazy. Well, thanks for being here, guys. We got Nick fights Will Compton. Will Compton surprise dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sass walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" I was like, "Maybe."
Playing hard to get.
And I said,
Yeah.
I said it's KB and fights. He said, all right, I'll do it.
Up, you lied to him.
Yeah, yeah. And then
It's
Nick
Nick
Sharp.
Yeah, dude, come on.
No, he actually
Keep
he
on
said
going to say
Nick. He said
KB and Nick.
Dude, I don't think you know me. You've certainly never said hi to me, ever.
It's one name to me. It's just KB and Nick. KB
Dude,
and Nick.
there'll be like, if there's ever like a Barstool fan that like will come up to me, I'll be like alone, like 4 or 5 times, which is way too many. These dudes come up and be like, Nick and KB. No.
Ooh, that's crazy to have "and" in your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what can you do? Well, Will, you're coming off of a pretty crazy. You're like you're a face now. You're a
a
politician.
bit of a
Yeah.
a bit of a heater.
Yeah.
You kind of know you're gonna get like thrusted in that world of comments and everything else. But I'd say we came out pretty.
Are you like
Pretty
contract?
solid.
Are you like obligated to vote for Trump now?
No. Oh, I need to register first.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't even know if I should be saying that. Fuck, it's gonna be going crazy. This dumb motherfucker, he's not even registered.
You were telling me last election you voted like 15 times.
yeah.
A lot of
I remember you telling me you were like, yeah, I just kept on hopping back in line.
yeah, it's just, yeah.
They didn't stamp my thumb once.
Yeah. He was like his exact words were like, when you're white, they don't really care.
No.
Yeah.
You
Like,
did
let's
say
let's
that.
just let him keep going. Just give him a sticker. Give him a sticker.
That's all you're in it for.
It's like a Boy Scout, just 70 stickers on the front.
Yeah. It looks like a North Korean general. No, the blue wave's going to be crazy, though.
Yeah. But where are you guys voting? Where
Where?
are you guys leaning?
What am I
Who
leaning?
am I voting
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
or where am I
Who are you
voting?
voting for?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't even know if I'm going to. I'm not registered to vote in New York.
I'm not registered to vote in Illinois.
All right, so yeah, we're all not registered.
Yeah.
I'm registered to vote. I'm
Oh, you
looking
got
up
a camo hat. I'm sure you're registered.
I'm gonna do a write-in, and I'm gonna write in like they still don't have clean water in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, just a reminder.
Well, dude,
That's almost like what you want to do, though. Like everybody gets so heated about everything. You almost just want to go in and be like, yeah, I voted, but you just write in just something. Nick and KB.
Yeah, yeah. I
One
thought
man.
someone
Yeah.
on Twitter wrote in like "Free Palestine." I was like, dude, they're taking that and they're shredding it into 1,000. Like they're not even.
no, that counts as a vote.
They're
That
gonna
counts
see.
as a
Oh,
vote
that
for blue.
doesn't say Joe Biden. That doesn't say Kamala or Trump. Throw it away.
Dude, well, that's
What
why-
if Free
that's why I was just
Palestine
pulling up.
wins? Like if Free Palestine wins one state,
Dude, so like people have like with the early election, like early voting, have like been tweeting, yeah, those memes and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even. Who the fuck is Chase Oliver
no idea.
on the ballot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, Chase Oliver.
Yeah, I've never.
How do you think he's feeling?
She's like, I like my chances, boys.
He might be one of those dudes. Every time I open up Twitter, I get an ad of some dude, and he's like, "Hey guys, we didn't meet our fundraising goal." like it comes out, and it's like he's pretty much just being like, "We're done."
Yeah.
I think they're like wasting the last of their money on just like ads being like, "I'm no longer running for president."
I feel like, remember in Independence Day when the guy like crashes into the spaceship at the end? He's like, "Hello, boys.
Yeah.
I'm back." I feel like that's how he like enters the voting booth.
Oh,
where he's
yeah.
like, this is just I'm dying. There's nothing happening in here. I don't know.
I am excited. I'm excited to watch.
But he just.
I love watching the election.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah. It's
I
fun.
remember my dad's like super liberal, like but like not really.
Oh, wait,
he's like
he's
fake
gay?
liberal. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. He's like
Wait, which dad?
he's very like performative liberal, but when it was Hillary Trump, I remember our whole family sitting around the TV. And it was like Trump was kind of running away with it. And my dad was sitting there just like fuming, yelling, and being like, they said there was going to be a blue wave. And as Trump just like runs away. It was so, and it's like everyone was just yelling at me. They're like, this isn't fun to watch. Like, it's not going to be fun when you're just screaming at the TV.
Dude, I was at a
Everyone
bar.
gets anxious for what's going to be said next. You're like, this is uncomfortable. stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I actually think like one of those people is very important for a political party because
No.
you're like, I'm not having fun unless someone's losing their fucking.
Oh,
mind,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
I was at a bar in
Like
West
a Super Bowl
Virginia.
party, like you need one fan of the team has to be there. Like of either team, it doesn't matter, but someone's got to be like really caring about.
Yeah.
Election night is a fun night to go out. Like
Yeah.
I went to a watch party in West Virginia when Trump won,
No.
and everybody was going crazy.
Yeah.
It was the only state where he didn't lose a county. They called it at under 1%.
That's crazy.
It was nuts. Like they got 30 votes. They're like, all right, it's over.
Dude, in 08, I was at FSU. I was in Tallahassee, and my roommates were both very conservative people from Texas. And Tallahassee's a pretty black town. And so when Obama won the first time, like parties in the streets, all this stuff, everyone's going crazy. And one of my roommates like yells out the window some egregious shit. Nothing like really egregious, but like I forget, he's like, shut the fuck up, or I'll like I think he might have said he'll shoot people. And dude, and then
That was back.
That's egregious.
That's not too egregious.
yeah. I meant no.
I know what you
word,
meant.
But
Yeah.
like it was like somewhere I was like I was asleep in bed and I heard it and I was like, what the fuck was that, dude? And then like a mob of people came and started like pounding on our apartment door. And I was like,
No.
if I die because of this fucking election because you're an asshole, I'm gonna be pretty pissed about the whole thing.
That's people were trying to come into the house. I never understand.
Pounding on the door, not like trying to
Yeah.
kick it down, but pounding on it.
But like, what happens if you open the door? Are they gonna kill you?
Yeah, I feel like it's like you ever seen that video like when two dogs barking back and forth and the fence slides away
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
both kind of just stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you open the door and everyone's like, well, fuck, now I don't know
Yeah,
what to do. I wasn't
yeah.
really planning on a home invasion.
yeah. I'm not planning on a fucking murder charge right now.
Did your high schools do like mock votes for presidents, like just to see how the students would vote?
No.
went
We
to
did
boarding
that for
school, they knew where it was all going.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, we did Obama Romney
Oh.
in ours, and they announced it over the intercom. I went to school with like 2,000 kids. Obama got single-digit votes.
Oh, that's crazy.
like not even high single. Like 7.
Put up a crooked number. That's not bad.
That wasn't bad.
That's a good inning.
7 votes. Is crazy. It's everyone just votes when you're a kid. You just vote what your parents are. Gonna
Yeah.
vote, or you don't actually vote, but you're like, I'm a huge fan of Obama. And it's like, why? It's like, I don't know. My parents like Obama.
Yeah.
My dad had like Obama shirts.
Really?
He had like the Obama.
The hope.
Yeah, all that shit.
My brother, he's a year younger than me. I remember him feeling like he was like against the grain going Obama, and it's because he was like hanging out with Usher. Well, Usher's on it. I mean, the timeline these days for Usher.
Yeah, you don't want the Usher endorsement.
Yeah.
Why was your brother hanging out with Usher?
No,
No,
my brother
Obama
was
was.
saying Obama was, and that was like the cool.
Oh, I was like, I thought you meant your brother was just hanging around with a cool black dude.
yeah.
And he was like, well, I got
my
it over Obama.
younger brother in high school hanging out with Usher. It's like, yeah.
Well,
all trails
the
lead.
dots now. He's like, I got to pop the cup on this a long time ago.
Oh, he got in the car with
My little
Diddy and
brother,
Usher.
yeah, Diddy, Usher, and Bieber. They loved it.
Roan and Francis was talking about having a election stream,
Oh God.
and I was like, I don't know if any person on earth would watch me, Roan, and Francis like talking about the political race.
I would.
How would they?
I
I
would
would.
tune right into.
I would do it out of pure curiosity of
Yeah.
how you'd be reacting.
I don't know what like Florida would be red, and we'd be like, no way.
God.
Like, it would just be that. It would
I
be
knew
like,
he had a firm grasp on the Rust Belt, but this is crazy. Damn, Sass is killing it right now. Sass's projections were pretty good.
it would be exactly like when Roan tried to bring me to do neighborhood eats, and he would give like we'd like try like a taco, and he'd give like a 10-minute explanation about the taco, and I'd be like, I'd be like, this is really good. I don't know what else you want. I never said I was like a food guy. I eat
Pretty good.
I
Not quite
eat-
as good as Pringles, but I do like it.
Last night I had to go plain Pringles. That was a bummer.
You went plain Pringles?
Yeah, because they didn't have the big tube and anything else but plain.
You had to go big tube last night?
Absolutely.
Dude, does your stomach hurt all the time?
Dude, I actually took a great shit this morning. I had a very good morning. Woke up like an hour before the alarm.
This is your first shit in 5 days?
5 days.
Is that normal?
No, I've flown every day. I can't shit the day I fly.
Flying makes you nervous. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna.
Dude,
hold
it
this
just
one.
no, it doesn't make me nervous. It just locks everything up. It dries me out. I got a fucking rock in my stomach. You don't get that?
No, really,
Like it's
right?
fly like private. They,
Right?
they,
No,
they,
no,
like,
no, no.
inject
I've only done it a couple
Plane.
times.
Your flight to Chicago every Thursday is you're like laying with an IV.
Yeah, on a California King.
It's an AD right now.
Yeah.
Right when we landed today, or right when I landed today, I took a shit right out, right when I
Really?
walked off. Yeah,
That's
I couldn't
crazy.
wait.
Dude, I can't. If the second I get in the air, everything goes right back in.
Part of me kind of wants to shit like when I'm in the air, but I can never do it.
That's brutal.
That's
It's so
selfish.
brutal. My
It
buddy,
is.
my buddy Gardini took a shit on the plane, and he was sitting in first class, and the flight attendant was this like a no nonsense black broad, and he sat back down, and I guess it smelled real bad, and she made direct eye contact with him, and then pulled out perfume and started spraying it.
Yeah, 'cause she's sitting right next to
yeah, it's right next to the toilet. It's brutal.
Dude, I'm ashamed of anybody ever catching a whiff of me.
Oh yeah, but I'll fart on the plane.
You don't nod. You.
I'm gonna
nod
go
a
get it.
lot.
I'm gonna think. I did a couple weeks ago. Like I let one out, and it smelled, and I was kind of like, "I just is what it is." But
On the
it's
plane,
gassy.
you let it out on the
Um,
plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fart on the plane all the time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard you like get used to it, but the people that open plane doors once you get to your gate,
Oh,
they
they're
say a
like, "Smells
wave of
awful."
a horrible odor comes
Yeah.
out
Really?
because it's all compressed in there. They say it's like blow your hair back
Oh,
wave of scent.
That's probably why. Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't fart that much.
Me? God no. I shouldn't have an asshole. I'm not using it.
I don't shit. I don't shit on the plane ever unless it's like an emergency. Because I remember
You shit on a plane?
no, I have before, but I like if I can hold it, I will never shit on a plane because it's not the ideal experience. But
Yeah, I don't. Think
I remember Julio was saying that he was flying somewhere on a long flight and he had food poisoning.
That's all he does is get food poisoning,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "You guys gotta travel."
Yeah. And he was throwing up and shitting at the same time, and they knocked so many times that they burst into the thing because they thought he was like doing drugs and like passed out in the bathroom. I mean, like that's worse.
Yeah.
I would rather have been like strung out and like ODing on the plane.
Dude, I
And
puke.
someone come in and you're not dead, you're just shitting.
I puke so much on a flight to Alaska. They put you in first class if you have a flight longer than 10 hours at Barstool. That's in the handbook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I sat first class, but I was super nervous for the flight, so I got very drunk. I puked so much in the bathroom they closed it down, and everybody in first class was so mad at me. And I was sitting right next to the the very popular UConn women's basketball coach. What was his name?
Gino Auriemma.
Yeah, I was sitting right next to him, and he was so mad at me.
That's
Gee.
brutal.
The flight attendant like had to write on a napkin "yuck" frowny face and taped it to the door in the front.
No.
What?
way.
That's like bullying.
Yeah.
What were
You really
flying,
can't
French
travel.
What?
You really can't travel.
I'm not a traveler.
Like he sat down today when we were down in the yak room, and he's like, "Man, how you travel all the time? Like, do you get sick a lot?" I was thinking, like, no.
Yeah, like the flight to Philly Monday, flying back Tuesday morning. I'm done.
Really?
I'm dead.
Well, you only got 2 more flights this week.
I'm not going.
years.
You said something funny though. Big Cat asked you how tour life has been. We had our first show Monday, and you told him you've gained a lot of weight.
I have.
In 2 days?
I bet I've gained 10 pounds.
In 2 days?
Yep.
No.
How?
How? I
Yeah.
just eat a lot, and I don't exercise so much.
But you're so annoying because then
Yeah,
you'll
no, I know. I understand how it's possible. To gain weight. I don't need to. I've been eating more
yeah,
calories.
you moron. But you're super annoying because you'll do like 3 curls and be the most jacked guy
Oh,
I've seen for months.
Yeah. It is like steroids. Like you, like that's like. Are you on steroids?
I'm not currently on steroids.
But you.
I wish
were
you
at
would
one
come
point.
clean.
I've been on steroids in my life, but not
Multiple times.
multiple
When's the
times.
most recent time you've been on steroids?
Like probably 10 years ago.
Oh.
Is it true? I heard that when you take steroids, it's like when you go to the gym and you get the pump. They say that it's like you get the pump, but it just doesn't go away. It just
Dude,
stays.
You're just hard.
Feel like a rock.
Yeah.
Is that comfortable?
It's so sick.
Yeah, is it hard to like adjust to like your new
No,
size
no.
every day?
Like on day 2, you're doing 20 pull-ups, no problem.
That's
dude.
crazy.
And you're
I gotta
getting down,
hop
you're
on
just
them.
feeling yourself. You're like, I am made of fucking stone right now.
Was there any
It happens
negative?
that fast
Dude,
too.
it was what it was when I took. So when I was in college, I took Anavar, which is an AIDS medication, I believe. So people with AIDS don't lose weight so fast. And then I've told this story more often than I thought I ever would recently. And then when I was in probably when I was like mid 20s, we took Russian Winstrol. Didn't inject it; it was just a pill. But the Anavar at the time when I took the Anavar, I was like trying, like I was working out, I was eating healthy, all that stuff. When I took the Winstrol, I was just fucking partying still. So I wasn't really as locked in on that one. But the Anavar juiced you up fast.
Dude, I had a couple.
Willie,
friends in
I
high
see the
school-
gears turning.
Yeah.
But you just know that like the anabolic steroid stuff that's just so bad for you.
Yeah,
it,
but
though?
like I think like I've gotten everything checked. I'm fine.
Is it bad for your heart? Is that what it is?
It's like, yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Like I do peptides. I've talked about doing
Yeah.
peptides, but I've never experienced with.
Dude, when you do peptides, do you have to like get them in like the mail and it's in like a sketchy box?
You can, but I pick mine up. There's a spot we have in Nashville.
Yeah.
I got a guy.
Yeah.
Because I gotta.
They already come like doctored up and everything else to where I just have the injections.
I
You do
gotta-
that yourself?
Yeah.
I got a
They're
buddy who
real
does
small.
peptides, and he said that it's like getting them is like the biggest pain in the ass.
It has been recently because I think there's been like a shortage of them, and they're making it really hard to get now.
You
What-
said
what
you
are
said
peptides?
have you been horny? Is that what it's doing? to you?
Yeah. My T1, especially when I was doing Clomid, when my wife and I we were trying to get pregnant with the second one, I was on Clomid, which is like something that helps. It's not testosterone, but it's something that helps you create natural testosterone. And my levels, like throughout my career when I played, I would always get my blood checked every year, and like I want to say 1100's like the height, or 1200's like the height, and I was always like a 300 guy, below 300, which is low T levels. I always had like low T levels.
Dude, I think I'm like 10.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I got on Clomid, and the last time I had tested my blood work, I was like north of 900, almost 1,000.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That
I
is crazy.
I want to get up to 2,000.
Oh, yeah, dude, you should get your teeth
Bursting out
crazy.
the veins.
You would go bald like in a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I got to because dude, if I crank down in the morning, I don't even look at a girl the rest of the day. Like I have no inch. It's literally just like I'm all business. the whole day. Yeah,
What percentage of the days you crank it down in the morning?
every day.
Every day?
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
I'm a pretty regular morning fire off too.
Yeah, I don't understand
Really?
those dudes that are like, oh, I'm once every 4 days. Like, what are you fucking What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why would you
I
not jerk off every day?
I jerk off.
Like, I don't understand
Dude,
why
it's so accessible.
yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like at night, I don't do it as often anymore because I'm tired. But like I wake up every morning fucking bricked up, and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I might as well take care of this.
That's a sign that your T levels are healthy.
Really?
Yeah, they say
I like
like
that
if you want to
2000.
naturally test it, it's just if you wake up hard every day, like you're usually doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I think if I like ate a salad, like I would be my T levels would skyrocket.
What?
I don't have any nutrition in my body.
Do you wake up hard every day?
Not really. no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mine's
gotta
You
like,
don't wake up hard every day till you're 20. What are you 22?
that's bad,
23, yeah.
Sass.
23.
I mean, maybe I do. I don't really notice. I don't really pay attention.
You don't notice if you wake up with a fucking hard dick?
Like, are you?
That's what I'm
are
saying,
you
like,
are you like seeing it pulsate, or are you just like?
Yeah, I know.
Because
Oh,
like mine's like, you know, when it's like you squeeze the banana, it's like I can make banana bread. That's probably like the banana can still stay up.
That's probably where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like this is perfect.
Yeah.
When my T levels were high, like I was telling you, when I was feeling like a noticeable difference, it felt like I could catch a cramp. That's how hard I was.
Yeah.
No.
Great.
Yeah,
Like with
like-
the
like,
You know, like
were
when
you
you're
getting like
stiff and
stretch
sometimes,
marks.
sometimes you'll just like squeeze your ass cheeks just to like feel it even more. You know, oh shit.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah. How am I gonna piss with this thing?
Dude, you just ripped the skin off and shot off. It was shoot- Oh my god. Dude,
Sweetheart,
I've
wake up, we
never
gotta
been
go.
like that.
I haven't been like that my entire life.
No.
Never happened. Yeah. I'll get like I'll get it more if I wake up in the middle of the night than I do in the morning. Because if I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself. This is the worst day of my entire life. Every day I wake up, and that's the first thing going through my head.
Dude, my first thought is like I'm mad.
Yeah, yeah.
My first word every day is fuck.
Yes. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like genuinely, like I wake up and I just go, fuck.
Yep.
Like, or like Jesus Christ. Like it's
Jesus Christ.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not usually a fuck, but
Oh,
I have like a full length bedroom mirror right next to my bed. And I'll turn over and like sling my legs off the side of the bed, and the first thing I see is me. Oh, I'm just like, son.
no, like I literally wake up like shocked that I'm alive.
I'm like, this fucking guy again.
Today was like the first day I haven't had that because I woke up and I was like I don't have to fly yet because I've been waking up every day being like I have to get up immediately and like get going.
Yeah.
I love it. Maybe it's because your diet improved from cheddar cheese Pringles to plain. Like that was enough to keep like your body's like, oh, he's like trying to better himself.
Well, also I woke up yesterday yesterday I woke up in Burlington and we stayed up late on Tuesday and then they made a bunch of food. Colum and Lev, they made a bunch of food when I wasn't there. So and we had to eat all of it before we left, or else it was getting thrown away. So I had like 3 chicken breasts, like a slice of pizza,
In the morning.
potato salad. No, at like 3 in the morning the night before. And then I woke up at like 7 and I was like, this is genuinely the worst I've ever felt.
Dude, I love thinking of you because you're a pretty carefree guy, and you being like, well, this food's gonna go to waste. We have to eat it all.
Yeah, like typical Sass would be like, yeah, let's throw this shit away.
Throw it away.
Yeah.
I gotta have 5 chicken breasts right now. There are starving kids in Africa.
This just isn't right.
Yeah.
Have you guys got hit up to have Kamal on?
No, we reached out to them, but we never heard anything.
Did
back.
you reach out to Trump or did they reach out to you?
That'd be Taylor was the inside guy for that because of the relationship with Dana.
With Dana,
So I
yeah.
feel like Dana kind of hooked that up. So I don't know. I want to say their party ended up reaching out to us.
Mm.
Because there was at one point in the year where you know how we did that double day from Michigan to Nebraska?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were
I'm
saying
aware.
that Trump wanted to go with us to both of those games.
What?
And then
Damn.
we fly with him on the Air Force One, and then we interview him on the Air Force One.
What?
But it didn't happen because he was like in Michigan. I think they were wanting to put together a rally, and I was kind of telling Taylor, I was like, bro, look, this would be sick, but we don't want to just be in some Trump rally
Yeah.
before we have to walk into him with games. Like we're already going to be like drawing a line in the sand for people.
Yeah.
But it's like we don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to just go full.
Yeah.
Wait, does he still get an Air Force One?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get to
Oh
keep
yeah.
that when you're
Yeah.
if you're president once and you get it
Really?
I don't know if you
I
get
thought you'd have to-
Air Force One?
Obama definitely is.
still.
No.
But I thought there was only one Air Force One, and that's for the. Oh.
I think you get. I think if
You're just
you're
getting Air Force One.
I think if you're like a notable president, like, and there's like I'm assuming it has to do with the risk of you being killed, right?
Yeah.
I thought
Trump's
you guys
probably got like jets flying aside his plane.
like.
He's probably got everything.
Wait, so
I
so
guess.
let's say old Jimmy Carter is like, you know what? I want to trip
Dude,
to
Jimmy Carter's
California.
flying coach.
They're
He's
putting
flying
Jimmy.
48
They're putting him in the cargo.
yeah, yeah. But
Bro.
Trump and Obama, I'd say they definitely are flying
In it, yeah.
in the.
I think they're flying special planes, but I don't think they get like an air. I don't think it says like President of the United States on the side of it or anything like that.
Maybe not. Doesn't Trump have his own plane?
That's
Probably.
he probably has.
But like, would they let him use that as president? They probably have standards.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
You should know.
No, yeah, I didn't
You're the
know. Yeah,
politics guy.
maybe it's called Trump Force. It's called Trump Force One.
Yeah.
He got his own plane.
Probably, yeah.
Does he follow you on anything?
No, we were talking about, hey, when we dropped this episode, we could collab, and his social guy was like, "We'll follow you for 30 minutes to collab, but don't be disrespected when we unfollow you."
Well, because
Really?
you posted yourself as a black man today.
Yeah, that is.
Oh
true.
yeah, the
Will Andre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Imagine Trump's like, all right, I'll give you 30 minutes. You're like, put out the black man.
Jack, our social media producer, was like, hey, you think it's all right if I post this? And I looked at it and I laughed and I was like, yeah, post it. Why not? He's like, I mean, people could consider this racist. I was like, dog, who cares?
Dude, I'll be honest,
every year during the
shocked.
comp,
I was shocked, but I didn't think like, oh, this is a problem.
yeah,
It was just wild to see you black.
yeah. Every year, like I would post because I didn't get invited to the combine, and I would like just try and do some funny thing where I just Photoshop my head on a on like a black athlete's body and talk about, how I got snubbed or how well I performed. And good luck to everybody who's trying out this year. Never heard anything then.
Yeah.
But you drop a pod with Trump, all of a sudden I can't post my gun selfie video anymore. Nebraska was getting their ass kicked, and I posted a meme that I've posted many times with this cat. He's like smiling for the selfie photo, and then in the back in the mirror, you see he's got a gun to his head. I post that, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I have Trump on. Of course you think this is okay." I posted this many times.
I think
You
that's
sneakily have to take the most shit down out of anybody we work with.
Yeah.
You're like the bad boy. It's crazy.
But sometimes it's like, dog, what are we talking? They wanted me to take down that gambling video I did where I was like,
Didn't you take it down?
yeah, because Jack Mack was texting me. He's like, hey, you got to take this down. You got Gaz texted me, and I was like, oh, not my Barstool fucking Gaz culture. I was talking. It was like a parody, all satire, to where I was like, Jocko Willink has this good video where he's like, "Oh, you lost your job, good, more time to get better." He has like some motivational video that's been viral, and so I did like a parody on it where I'm talking about, "Oh, you lost your job, your dick's smaller than the national average, good, win it back in the sports book," or "You lost your parents' money, use their credit card," and it was like, I was
Yeah.
Rob a bank.
yeah.
If I did that, I would have been fired immediately.
Oh my god.
And they're like, "We got to take this down."
I've been up for like 30. Well, they've been looking for any reason. If you retweeted Will's, you'd be fired.
That's like the fucking Neo just dodging. Still here, motherfucker.
That photo of the dude with the gun, I think that's Optic Nade Shot.
The
What?
gamer?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I just assumed.
100 Thieves.
You said Optic Nate?
It's either an anime
Optic
character or a
Nade
video
shot.
gamer.
His name now is Nade Shot, but he's like one of the original Call of Duty streamers.
Yeah, I mean that meme is hilarious.
He's the best.
Are you going to be playing the new Call of Duty?
Yeah, it comes out in the morning.
Oh, yeah?
Or it comes out at midnight. I'm probably gonna wait till midnight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Play
You
till
play
fucking
the Call of
7
Duty
a.m.
every year?
Yeah, usually, but I haven't played multiplayer Call of Duty in a while because I was playing Warzone for so long. Which is like
Okay.
a battle royale.
Yeah.
Fortnite. Type,
Dude,
type
I
game.
remember last.
I loved PUBG. I never got into
PUBG
Fortnite,
is
but I
great.
loved PUBG when
Yeah.
it was like first out.
I played Warzone for probably since it came out consistently up until maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and then it just got there's so many hackers. I just couldn't take it anymore. So
Well, when you
raging.
say hackers, you're just like guys who are just way too good.
It's dudes that are
it's
better than you.
dudes
and
that
you're
have
blaming it on hacking.
hacks. Like you'll be like flying in the air in a parachute and they're hitting every single shot. Like you can get like aimbot and like wall hacks and shit.
Oh.
It's
See, it's like I never got into Warzone. Like I was obsessed with Call of Duty when it was like, what was it, Modern Warfare 2? Like back in like
That's what I loved.
2008 to
Yep.
2012 when I was in college, I loved Call of Duty.
Well, those were the best Call of Duties ever.
Yeah, and then I loved PUBG, but then I tried playing Warzone and everybody was just so good.
Yeah.
I just couldn't fucking do anything.
That's how I feel. Like I can't play multiplayer games anymore just because I missed the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's just too good now.
This new Call of Duty, the Black Ops 6, if I hadn't been playing Call of Duty my entire life and this was the first Call of Duty I ever played, I would delete it immediately.
Dude, I did that it's probably like 10 years ago. Xbox 360 was coming out and Taylor Kitsch was in the commercial. I love Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if Taylor wants me to get it, I'm going to get it. And so I went out. It was my first video game system I've had since probably like PS2. And I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I bought Madden. I bought Call of Duty. And I started with Madden. I was like, all right, I'll try this one out.
Terrible.
And they let you play a game while the game is loading.
Yeah.
They have like one preloaded game. And so it was whatever year after Pat's Seahawks Super Bowl, because that was the game you had to play. And I was down 50 at halftime multi mode. And I just canceled that download, put in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, couldn't beat the first level, took that one out, put in Call of Duty. Just the most racist shit you've ever heard.
Oh,
in your life.
yeah.
Like it was, I know it's like a stereotypical joke, but it was like, I was in there like Blanca in Street Fighter, where it's just like, what the fuck is happening in here?
Yeah.
And it wasn't, you know what didn't turn me off? The racism. What turned me off was how good everyone was. Where I was just like, well, I can't even compete here. There's nothing I can do on this.
I was pretty good at Call of Duty when I was probably better when I was younger than I am now. But I remember I used to play and my dad used to watch and dudes would come over the chat and I'd have to be so quick with the mute because you can mute individual people on Call of Duty and all of a sudden some like white child would come over just yelling the M word and my dad's sitting right next to me.
Your liberal ass dad.
Yeah. And I'd have to just like immediately hop in and start muting people.
When the last Call of Duty came out, I believe it was, I think I was talking to you and you had played some like ungodly amount of hours.
Yeah, I do that with every video game. I mean,
maybe it was a
Space
different
Marine
video
2. Or maybe it was Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 came out. I beat the game in less
I've
than
never
a
even
week.
heard of that.
Warhammer?
No. Oh, the miniatures game?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's like a role play game. I came out, I beat the entire game in less than a week. I had like 60 hours in like 3 days.
That you were like the math doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
You haven't been doing anything else.
like there haven't been this many hours. How are this many hours logged into?
Yeah. I love it, dude. I video games like the one thing I hope that I never give up because I play dude, it's funny because I play with my friends from home and all of them, none of them have jobs and they're all poor and they live with their parents. And like we'll play and they'll be like, I'll call them at 1 p.m. and I'll be like, you guys want to hop on? And they'll be like, dude, like you can't just play video games all day. And I'll be like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I have an apartment and I live by myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You guys can't.
They're shaming you?
Yeah.
Are you like, they all live at home and don't have jobs, but you're still the fuck up?
Yeah. But we get into arguments about it all the time, and they're like, you got to do something productive, and I'm like, I have a job. I do that shit when I have to do that shit. I don't have to come up with like fake shit to do during the day to fill my time.
Yeah.
I'll play video games all day if I want to play video games all day.
Oh God, I missed that.
Yeah.
Gotta get it.
In college, I was playing that. I was playing Modern Warfare 2 so much. There's that level where you're just a mass shooter in an airport.
Oh yeah,
Nobody fights back.
Yeah.
You get off an elevator, you just start killing civilians.
Yeah, they have that in a lot.
In Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Really?
it's like it's a level where I just remember you get out of the elevator and then they turn and they say no Russian, like don't kill any Russians.
No, I think don't speak Russian, so you don't
speak
see
Russian. And then you just mow down
slaughter
civilians for hours.
But then I realized like I killed so many innocents.
Yeah, they have a level like that in the current Call of Duty.
But then I realized you could still beat the level without shooting the gun. You just had to follow.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't have to kill anybody.
Oh, I was killing everyone.
Every single not a soul.
That one I remember not caring about because that wasn't a time when mass shootings were a thing. They kind of were, but not like to what it is now. But then there was a level in the current Call of Duty where it's very similar. You're in like a soccer stadium or some shit, and like these like dudes who are dressed as cops start like unloading.
Wait, they
everybody.
ran it back?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I was doing that, and I was like, I had to like close the blinds.
You don't want anybody
seeing you. I was like, this is fucked. I was like, this is so messed up that I'm doing this.
Do you ever find yourself in situations where you're like, something bad might go down here, and then do you think about like what you would do?
Like a shooting?
Yeah.
All the time.
Dude, when I go to movie theaters, which is rare, I only look at the exit.
Oh, dude.
I don't watch the movie.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's the exact example I was thinking of in my head. I went to see Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, the new one, at like noon on like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like, middle of
You
the day.
fuck up.
Yeah. No, it was Wednesday. It was whatever day it came out. I went to go see it. And the dude sitting like 4 chairs from me. It was a pretty empty theater, fairly empty. He sat like this the entire time, like really like military, like upright, and had a backpack on.
Oh,
yeah.
don't wear a
And he
backpack
sat
to
like
the
this
theater.
entire movie. And I was like, the whole time I just sitting there, we were in the same row, and I just kept looking down, going, well, he's gonna do it at some point. And I had my plan of like, I'll jump 2 rows forward, I'll
Yeah.
crawl down, and I'll pop back up, and I'll fucking surprise him. And
Oh, your plan is to eliminate.
Oh,
the
I'm
threat.
playing dead immediately.
yeah.
Awesome.
oh, you gotta charge him.
No.
Oh,
that's not
heavens.
me. I'm charging the exit. I'm getting the fuck out. Yeah. I haven't had that in a while. I used to have that at movie theaters. Anytime someone would walk in, I'd be like, here we go. But it was after some big mass shooting. I remember being at the grocery store with my mom, and we were like, you know, when you're like in an aisle and then you can see people walking.
Yeah.
On the all of a sudden we just see this massive trench coat just like barreling down like across, like it's like flapping in the wind, and then we kept seeing the dude, and we left.
If
Like,
you're
my mom like left the car. We were like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Really?
Yeah.
I just like if I'm in a movie theater and somebody walks in and they're ugly and alone, I'm like, it's over. I'm just judging. I'm just like, that guy's hideous.
In college, there was a kid that actually, I remember there was a kid that would wear a trench coat everywhere, and he was weird as fuck. And it's like, at a certain point, you got to realize, like, you know. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know when you're putting the trench coat on every morning, like, everyone thinks you're going to kill a lot of people. Like, that's not an outfit you can wear anymore and be like, this is just what I like to wear.
Yeah, it's a
But I
conscious
can't
It's
be
warm,
myself
yeah.
anymore. Yeah. It's like, no, you can't.
You can't.
Take off the fucking trench.
They shouldn't sell them.
Yeah.
It's called a trench coat.
Yeah.
A trench where you would bring like guns
Yes,
to war.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, trench coats for me, I don't even like, it's just a no go. Don't wear it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'd probably be dead because I've never thought about that in this situation.
You've never
Really?
thought about that? I
You
feel
guys
like
have been thinking about your exit plans?
Would you ever wear a trench coat? Like
No,
like,
no,
like,
no.
Imagine going to like we had to fly out. Imagine showing up to O'Hare just in a trench coat.
Oh, I'd be so. Oh,
Yeah, people will be like, "Dude, what's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
you shouldn't be able to buy them.
No, there should be a background check for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't. The gun control's not going to pass, but we can pass trench control.
Yeah,
That would work.
Yeah. Like, what's your mental health status? Maybe you can have a trench coat.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you want this for? Are you in a stage production of Singing in the Rain? Yeah, sure. Take it.
I remember when I was really young. This is when MW3 was out, and I was super into that. And Sandy Hook happened, and I came home and like I like went to play MW3. It like wasn't in the Xbox, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" My parents were like, "You're not playing that game anymore," because that was the first shooting where they were like, "It's from video games.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
video games is why these people are killing all these people."
I think they blame
And-
Columbine for, or was that music?
Columbine definitely had some video game.
Well, I wasn't alive for Columbine,
Yeah, yeah.
but Sandy Hook, and then my parents would let me play MW3, and then I remember I was playing Minecraft with my friends online, and my parents came into my dad came into my room, and he was like, "You kill monsters in this game," and he tried to like get me to stop playing it, and my mom was like, "You gotta fucking relax."
My mom wasn't as
Just pissed
strict.
when you couldn't play MW3.
Yeah, I was pissed, but it's also like, dude, Minecraft is a game where everyone is a cube.
Minecraft is Legos.
Yeah, it's a child's game.
Yeah.
You kill zombies in it that
My-
are there's no blood or anything.
No. My mom wasn't as strict. She made me play GTA 3 on mute.
Really?
Yeah, but I could still like bang whores.
Yeah.
Like,
Or rockets.
I didn't need to
And then
hear
you
the
try to,
hormones.
move the camera around so you can see it from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, GTA 5 was a big one. I convinced my sister to get GTA 5 for her birthday. I was like, ask for GTA 5. I was like, we'll play it together all the time. She never played it once.
Wait,
And then-
is your sister older or younger?
Older.
Okay.
And
Did your parents like believe that? They're like, okay, my daughter wants GTA 5.
yeah, they didn't know what it was. And then my mom found the box, like the case, and she like read the reasons as to why it's rated M. And then she made me like show her what it was. Like she made me like watch. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
watched as I played.
Were you like
And
stopping at red lights?
I literally stopped at every single
Driving the speed limit.
Yeah.
Like, here's
Yeah. I just like drove around for like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
I was
like, I can get my
these
car
things are
painted different.
standard. I think I like stopped and like played golf. You can like play golf. At
Yeah.
house.
You had to have been so bored. The self-control, because if you see like a good-looking whore on Twitter,
Yeah. You accidentally press down on the D-pad and like your arsenal of weapons builds up.
you like turn the talk radio on in the car.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous game, man.
Oh, God.
The I think wildest thing I ever asked for a present was for Easter. I asked for DMX's "Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood,"
Oh.
which was in my mom got it in my Easter basket. It's just DMX sitting there covered in blood.
Oh.
She's like, now what kind of music is this? I was like, what the fuck do you think, it is,
Yeah.
lady?
Yeah. I remember because before like all the streaming platforms, you have to buy the song on iTunes.
Yeah.
And I remember asking my parents if I could buy "Drop the World" by Lil Wayne and Eminem. And then they like pulled it up while I was sitting in the room and listened to the song, and they were like screaming at me. And then they let me buy the clean version, which is just an instrumental. Like there's no the whole song is swear words.
Yeah.
It was brutal. But
Bro.
I remember just being humiliated.
Dude.
Go ahead.
I wanted my big present that I wanted was an electric scooter, like just like a Razor
Yeah.
one with like the little engine. And my mom was so nervous that she got it for me, but I had to wear a full fucking face helmet. Like I was like doing motocross. I had a Fox helmet going up and down my dead end street, going like 7 miles an hour on an electric Razor.
Oh man, I remember Christmas used to just be like a bloodbath for me. But like I would never say anything because I wasn't a fucking dick of a kid.
Yeah.
But like I would ask for shit and I would never get it, and then I would just be sitting there just like so pissed. The whole-
So disappointed,
Yeah.
bro.
But I would ask for like retarded. I'd be like, I want to get a gun for, and then I'd be like, all the presents would be gone, and I'd be like looking behind the tree.
Yeah.
Be like, there's no way they didn't get me an AR-15.
I had that like a dirt bike. I lived in a city. Like,
Yeah.
I had nowhere I could ever buy a dirt bike. I'd be like, "Where's the dirt bike, guys?" All right, I'll check the garage. I know what you're doing.
That's got to be
You had friends that would get everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd ask for like an Xbox, and they just get you a controller. No Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, a Mad Catz controller, dude.
Yeah. Dude, that's got to be a brutal feeling as a parent. Like your
Yeah.
kids are still too young probably to
Right.
have
Yeah.
actual things that they want. But it's gotta suck when they ask for something and you're not giving it to them, and they think they're getting it. Like the whole Christmas morning must just be like my heart would be racing, being like, this is gonna go south fast. Like the one thing they wanted, it's not here. Like, you can stop looking now. It's not here. I feel like I would get like jealous too, like the whole like Santa thing. Like if I like was like busting my ass and I got my kids all these presents and then like they're not even like looking at you.
Yeah.
Like you didn't do shit. Santa did all. I'd be stepping in and be like, that one's for me.
The good ones.
Yeah. Me and Santa, that's from both of us.
My parents used to do like some were from mom and dad, some were from Santa, but my mom, I guess you could kind of say like she didn't like lying to us.
Yeah.
So like we knew where the presents were hidden. She knew we knew where the presents were hidden, and she just hid them there every year. She's like, if you guys want to ruin your Christmas, you can go ruin your Christmas whenever you want.
Yeah.
And I would just go to their closet every week in December, and I would know everything I was getting. But I would give hints for stuff like I hadn't seen yet.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, notice that new PS3 control is not out there, Mom.
Yeah. Oh, it's so brutal.
Dude, I believed in Santa for the longest time.
Same.
Did
I
you
just remember when you
really?
found out that. What was like your moment where you were like, "Fuck"?
I want to say 5th or 6th grade.
Mine was
That's
fifth
too
grade.
old.
Really?
I was
Mine was
first
fifth.
grade.
No, my parents crushed it, bro. Like, I remember when our family lived with my grandparents, but in our room, my mom would wake me up in the middle of the night and like crack the door, and my dad or grandpa would be dressed up as Santa. So in my
Oh, you
brain,
went all out.
I'm thinking like I would argue my vein would be coming out of my neck, arguing, be like, guys, I understand what you're saying, but I swear to God, like I have seen him with my own eyes.
Yeah.
And we'd go to like midnight mass.
Yeah.
And I'd be thinking to myself, like, we'd come back and the presents would be there, and we had like a violent dog. We had like
I fucking bet
You had a
no,
violent dog.
we had a rescue who was like not good with people.
Yeah.
So I would think in my head, like, there's no way anybody can get around this dog. It was like a pit mix.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, how do these presents get here? It's Santa.
has to be magic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Santa. bro.
Yeah.
Like my parents did a great job. They crushed it.
Dude, I would have those same exact thoughts of like, it's so funny when you try and justify it as a kid.
Yeah.
Like your reasoning for what. Like I remember being like, my parents wouldn't let me buy a candy bar at the grocery store. They think they're buying me all these presents. Like, and I would say that to kids like on the bus in 5th grade.
And I know your
Look,
cocky
yeah.
ass like was
Oh,
on your
yeah.
high
Yeah,
horse.
absolutely. Yeah, but I remember finding out in 5th grade, and like I remember like confronting my mom, and I was like on the verge of tears. And then she was like, "But dude, still to this day, my parents, like my mom, has never once said like Santa's not real."
No, my parents never.
Like, she
My
will
mom's
not
never told me.
admit it. Yeah, she'll not. She will not admit.
Wait,
it.
do you still come downstairs and have gifts from Santa?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You do too?
I don't really get anything anymore because there's nothing I want.
Yeah.
But I'll still like I
Or
still
your
go
parents are like,
down.
you can't shop for you because you already have it bought. Like you'll buy it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
We actually have a good setup where like I recommend stuff for my brother recommends stuff for me.
Oh, that's
and then my
fun.
2 sisters do that for each other. So like it actually works out well, but it's all from Santa.
It's from him. It's labeled from him.
Oh yeah. They'll I mean go the same way. They'll have a couple from them, but most of it's from Santa.
My parents were the same on like writing their names on stuff they got us, and then there'd be the few from Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All my shit
Or the
was
thing
in
you
fifth
didn't get, and
grade.
then you go to your grandparents' house thinking like, all right, I'm disappointed in Christmas so far. Maybe that thing I want is over at grandma.
Oh yeah.
Shit's even worse.
And
over
but
there.
sometimes it would like dude, I remember I got a
Oh,
bike.
yeah.
I got a bike at my grandfather's house. I was like, fuck, I knew I got this.
I remember going over to my grandparents' house. My grandparents lived on Cape Cod, and we would have to drive down. And I remember like everyone was getting. My grandparents would get us like one thing, and I got a fucking a plastic. I got a plastic magic wand from Wizards of Waverly Place, and when you press the button, Selena Gomez's voice would come over and be like, make this pimple disappear. And I think I cried, and like everyone was like howling, laughing, like screaming. Like I think if you asked my family, I think they would say it was the hardest they've ever.
You got the Selena Gomez.
Yeah, because I don't think my grandma knew.
Yeah.
And like I was like, what the fuck is this? like, what am I gonna do with it? It literally, like, dude, I'm not even kidding. It was like it said make this pimple disappear. I was at the age where it was like only girls get pimples. I was like, why would I want this ever? But you gotta like try your best as a kid.
Oh yeah.
You even know in your head, you're like, I gotta try to like it. Like I gotta like deep down, I gotta pretend that I like it.
I
From a
wanted-
young age.
I wanted the first Harry Potter book so bad, and my parents were like, "Grandma got it for you." So I go to my grandma's, and she gets it. It's the second Harry Potter book.
Oh,
And she's like, "Go upstairs and read it." And I was like, "Okay." And so I just read the second. Just like pissed every page. I'm spoiling. Or who the fuck is gone?
dude, when I was in probably middle school or maybe going into high school, me and all my friends got PlayStation 4s for Christmas. That was like we all were like, this is what we're getting. And but the same day, this like hacking group, Lizard Squad, they killed the servers for PlayStation 4 on Christmas Day.
That's so fucked up.
Which is insane, but it was hilarious 'cause everyone was like losing their mind. It is fucking crazy that they did that. But so you couldn't download. This was like right when they were making the transition from the games were a disc to you have to download the game online.
Yeah.
And we all got like disc games, and my buddy he got just the PlayStation, and then he didn't get any of the discs, and he was like, well, I'm going to my grandparents, and they got me like Black Ops 2, so we'll be able to play that. And then he went to his grandparents' house and he opened it up, and it was just a sheet of paper that said Black Ops 2, and he still had to download it. And
Oh.
we couldn't play video games on Christmas Day.
Oh.
Squad.
Did you know, like, I was in 8th grade, and you know how you're like trying to level up with the hose, dude. You're trying to get like better clothes. Like,
Yeah.
You got your boys who are getting like the Ed Hardy or the Hollister, the Abercrombie.
Yeah.
And I remember like having a list of things I wanted, being like, I'm gonna show up to the Christmas tournament. It was like this basketball tournament that everybody would go to from all over the county. And I just remember being hopeful that I would get at least a couple of the items on the list. And I just remember pulling from a box a fucking South Pole sweater from J.C. Penney.
South Pole.
South Pole, bro. like Carolina blue and white, patched up, South Pole.
Oh, that's so brutal.
And they're like, "Oh, you can wear that to the Christmas tree," and I just look ridiculous.
Dude, my mom got me mud jeans once, which are only made for women. And she like was like, it's like whatever clothes I get for Christmas, I have to wear it to my grandma's. She's like, go try these on, and they were just like flared at the bottom, girl pants. And my dad was like, no.
Oh, that's so
Dude,
brutal.
I had a fucking baby blue FUBU football jersey.
Oh, nice.
and I grew up in Fall River, which like isn't the greatest town. And I think it was my freshman year of high school. I went to public school my freshman year, and I wore it to one day to school. And some like big black kid was like, "Yo, I'll give you $50 for that jersey." And I was like, "Sold." And I took it off. I'm like, "Here you go." He's like, "I only got 5 on me." I was
Oh,
deal, bro. Like, that is for you, by you, brother. You handle it.
Oh, shit.
All right, we got to wrap it up because we got to do the yak.
cool.
Thanks for doing this, guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I could have gone on for a while.
Yeah.
Fun show.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you. Goodbye.